welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton, and today we are going to talk about National Fitness Month and ways to get you moving. I have two guests. From the Health Department is Irene Ferrainolo, and from the City's Parks and Rec is Ashley Denney. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, this is something different, you two teaming up, because it really gets to the core issue of health and physical fitness health. Why is that so important? I'm going to ask Irene first, because you're going to rattle off a list of diseases that...
Benefits, yes, the benefits of exercise. Of course, we're all about prevention, so it's going to help prevent a number of chronic diseases. It'll help you control blood pressure. It helps prevent back pain, other joint pain. Even if you develop arthritis, it can lessen the effects of it because your joints, you keep them limber, they stay better lubricated if you're up and moving. We're talking about weight.
She's speaking to us old people.
Weight
over here,
control,
not to you, Ashley.
yeah.
Weight control is huge.
Weight control, weight management, and of course not just the for good looks but for all the health benefits of maintaining a healthy weight. Those things I've just talked about, like blood pressure, and then heart disease and diabetes. Cancer. That's
here I'm blanking on the word because I'm going to say Alzheimer's. But
yes.
Those kinds of memory issues, all of those things
Absolutely.
are as your weight goes
Absolutely.
up, your risk goes up.
And I want to just put in one more for supporting good mental health. There's exercise,
stress
more
reduction.
than just about anything else you can do will help you manage whatever stressors you have in your life. And of course, the stress is one more risk factor for all these other chronic diseases we were just talking about.
They all feed into each other.
And it's just a bit of exercise. We're not talking about running marathons.
Exactly, just a little bit of movement. It's most about just being sedentary. So any time that you're sedentary for a prolonged period of time, you really have to, for every hour, you're supposed to spend at least 10 minutes being active, and that will actually help fight a lot of the diseases that you were mentioning. So it's really important to just find something minimal or maximal, something that you enjoy, baby steps, but just moving in general makes a big difference.
Tell Robin about the article you told me about.
Yes. There's been a lot of articles about sitting is the new smoking is the term. Huffington Post had put one up a couple of years ago, but basically they're saying that a sedentary lifestyle is equal to bad habits such as smoking and leads to a lot of those diseases.
Well, and so many of us, okay, not you, but Irene and I have jobs where you're sitting at a desk. And at very most, I walk up or down the stairs a floor or two, and then I sit in a meeting, or I come in here and I sit. I mean, it's how I work. And it is very hard during the week for me to get those steps in.
Exactly.
Well, we've talked before about how when people walk out in the community, walk or bike, that they do more, they manage to get in more mileage and more steps if it's destinational walking. So we talk to people about, especially people who have sit down at the desk jobs, about using the regular activities of their job to add exercise so that you do walk from the 3rd floor to the 6th floor using the stairwell rather than the elevator.
Right.
And that you do take the long, like our building's a square, so you do take the long way around the building if you have to go to the copier or the records room in our case. Or if you go to lunch, that you find a place you can walk to lunch or have a walking meeting.
I had a boss who used to do that, especially after lunch. Like we would have to take a hike after lunch to try to keep us awake and energized.
And it's beneficial.
If you're having a long strategic meeting and you don't get up and move, your brain goes to sleep.
Exactly.
I mean, it's very hard to stay engaged.
It regenerates.
But I have found that I have a lot of meetings. I'm in City Hall in Rupert Sargent Building, and a lot of people will drive back and forth. And I'm like, hello, we're making a big deal about the city being walkable and pedestrian friendly. We gotta practice what we preach here. It's not just healthy. It's the way we're planning for this city to be, and the way we're planning for people to live, and we've got to live that way too.
I know.
Put some tennis shoes under your desk.
But it's hard because I have to get there a couple minutes earlier.
Right.
And I have to plan ahead, and sometimes you're just cutting
Oh,
but,
yes.
but cutting that time also,
Well, and that
cutting my
happens, but I
lifespan,
think it's
that's
a matter
kinda
of just
scary.
making the effort. If you do it once a week, that's still better than doing it not at all. And then you can gradually increase. So that's what the important thing is, what we're trying to say is just start somewhere, start small, and then just build from there.
Well, and I'm going to say too, the walking or biking, but especially walking, has spin-off benefits for the community. So I'm out there walking. I always, depending on the time of day, more in the evening than the morning, see neighbors, talk to people, greet people, know what's going on in your community. Has to do with
Sure.
crime watch and knowing who's supposed to be there and who's not supposed to be there, and reaching out to people. There's a lot of older folks in my neighborhood. It's got community benefits in addition to being a benefit for me and my little dog.
There was I used to live in a neighborhood where a group of women every morning walked. There was 4 or 5 of them in different combinations. And as they walked our community, our neighborhood, they would pick up litter. And that was, so it gave them the benefit of the walk and the socialization and the chit chat. But it also was a wonderful benefit to our neighborhood community because they were picking up trash as they went along. So yeah, there's all kinds of ways to combine exercise. As a fluffy person, I'm here to make a case for exercise being available and for everyone, in that as Ashley was saying, you start where you're at and just add a bit more. There's
Right.
2 websites, the American Heart Associations and CDC's, which is always my go-to, where you can go and find like a schedule of how to gradually build up exercise, particularly walking. So this week just do this, and then this week just do that, and bit by bit, incrementally add activity to your life, and the benefits will show themselves almost immediately.
They do.
Yeah,
And also at the community centers, we have all levels of fitness. So, we do have some intense classes that do make you sweat, but we also have a lot of programs that are beginner level and are very much more for the social aspect than just for the exercise. Our senior programs are great. We have line dancing, we have chair exercise.
Yeah, I was going to say, it really does start for the seniors with the, whatever it's called, but the chair exercises, and they're still moving, but there's no risk of fall. It's much safer for
Right.
older people or
Right.
people who have limited
Right.
movement.
And then, of course, we have Zumba too, which Zumba will make you sweat. It's a great workout. That's in the evenings. And then there's also great kids programs. We have after-school programs. Summer camp is coming up, and they do trips. We do a lot of fitness activities with the kids. So every level, for every family member, we have something to offer.
Well, the other thing I want to talk about is cost, because commercial fitness memberships, actually, they've come way down in price. The why, there's a lot of different cost models for joining a fitness center. And our community centers are structured so that it's not one price and you get everything, which
Right.
is a wonderful benefit for people who can afford it, but a lot of people can't. So the membership is how much per year?
Yes, so the annual membership is $20 for adults, $15 for teens, and that's for the whole year. And that gives you access to all of our community centers. And then from there, you're able to pay for what you choose. So that's how we keep it affordable.
So if you're a basketball player, it's free.
Right.
You pay
Some
your
of our
$20
amenities are
and
free.
you're in
Yes.
for the year.
Or
Yes.
to do to work out in the weight room, or
Some of the exercise rooms have a fee.
There's a fee
Oh, they
for the
do?
fitness
Oh.
room, but it's monthly and it's pay as you go. So we don't take out of your account. You choose when you can afford it and how often you use it. And of course, for our employees, that's actually a free benefit as well. So employees of the city actually have free membership and can use the fitness center for free.
So I was going to add that biking is also one of those destinational things, and there's a ride your bike to work day coming up, and I do try to ride once or twice a week when the weather's decent. I'm a very fair weather, but
Wow.
it is getting you from one place to another. It's something you've
Right.
got to do anyway, and that's what you said about walking. So there are a lot of free options. Of course, you have to own the bike, but I've had mine for a while. I was also going to say, for our seniors, the senior center and a lot of the exercise classes there are free,
Yes,
correct?
that is correct. The senior center is free, open for all seniors. And then we also have a Silver Sneakers program, which is through Healthways, and it coordinates with your insurance. So for many seniors, their insurance will provide the service to them. And it actually allows them free annual membership and free monthly fitness membership. And it's a great benefit to have.
Wow.
The way to find out is to actually call your insurance provider. And they will let you know if they participate in Silver Sneakers. They'll mail you a card, and then you bring it to our facility, either the Senior Center, West Hampton Community Center, or Northampton Community Center. And then that's a free benefit, and that gives you access to some of our free classes as well as the fitness center.
That is great. The other thing I was going to ask about, because I've read some studies that if you have a workout buddy or someone to go to get you going,
Right.
You've made a commitment to somebody, you guys, push each other to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Or, I have a dog who starts nudging me in the morning if I'm not walking him. I mean, it helps
It
to
does.
have
Oh,
somebody on your journey with you.
I know, without a dog, the amount of walking that I did now that he's sadly moved on has decreased tremendously. And you had no choice. I mean, he needed to go out, so out you went. But a two-legged buddy is a good idea too, because you do encourage each other. There's a modicum of, if not guilt, you don't want to let them down by
Right,
saying, "Yeah, I'm
right.
not going to bother today." And
We're all
people are
easy
much
to let
more
ourselves off the hook.
Right.
But if someone else is depending on us,
Right. I
that
have an
increases.
exercise buddy, and when she decides, tells me, I'm not going to be able to stay today, it's like, oh.
And, I'm going to say you can have more than one. So you can have one in the
Oh, sure.
office who reminds you to get up and walk the stairs or walk around or, go outside and get some fresh air, that kind of thing. And then
Exactly.
someone
It's good to
else-
have the accountability in the office. And even if you don't have the accountability and you still just want to start on your own, there's many ways to remind yourself. Many of us have our Fitbits or our Apple Watches that
I
will
have
trigger us
years
to
of
move.
graphs on that Fitbit. It's motivating. I
It
like
is.
charts. I like to see my progress.
But even if you don't have any of those tech gadgets, you can still set a timer in your office. You can
Yep.
put it on, and it's an appointment on your calendar.
Right.
On Tuesday at 2 o'clock, I'm going to walk, or Thursday morning, or however it works into your schedule. And that's the most important thing. You have to, like you said, meet where you are and start from there.
I have 2 alarms set every morning. It's sad, but the first one is the wake up alarm, and the second one is get off your butt alarm. And that means
that's
get
a good
up,
plan.
get up and walk. Because otherwise I'll just sit there drinking coffee and reading the newspaper on my phone for hours. It's easy. So I do. I have that second alarm set to remind me. Doesn't always work. I snooze it, but it's
But
there.
even if sometimes it's still better than
it
not
at
at
least
all.
puts it in the forefront of my brain, which I think
Exactly.
helps.
Exactly.
And just to visit free again, I just shout out to Sandy Bottom, where you can find out from the map how much distance you want to add to your walk. Same thing, the waterfront. I mean, we have this gorgeous downtown waterfront for
Yes.
people who work downtown or play downtown before you go do your serious play. You could think about taking a walk around the marina and the harbor. We have the beach.
We
Go
have
out
the
to Buck
beach,
Row
the
and
Fort
walk.
Monroe seawall
Fort Monroe.
is gorgeous.
I mean,
That's a
we
great
have
place.
so many
The Madison Trail, people
opportunities.
forget about that. We need to highlight those better on the
Yeah.
website. But
Yes,
yeah,
I
a
mean,
lot of
Hampton
places for
had
that
all-
multiple benefit where you're connecting with nature, you're getting the fresh air, getting the
Exactly.
Right.
sunshine. Let's remember to put sunscreen on. But you're getting out and having multiple benefits
Yes.
from being outside.
And of course, we're working on improving the bike trails as well. So that's another great benefit. We're working to improve our city. So it's going to really help a lot of our citizens get healthier.
Okay, that's great. So focus particularly this month, which is May, but we're going to repeat this because I think we need to keep that focus
Oh,
all
of
year
course.
round. It's very important that we all work toward getting a little bit more fit, and some of us may need to work on it a little bit at a time, like me, but we'll get there. So thank you for watching, and I hope the alarm is going off right now that says it's time for you to get up and move for at least a minute or two before you sit back down. Thanks for watching.